So I've been doing this thing they call life for the past decades, you might have heard of it, literally trying to make some sense out of it, out of who I am and out of the things happening to me and why. And I realized from a very early age, nobody taught us anything about this stuff called life. Why wasn't there a class in school called like how to live life or how to deal with yourself? I realized I could be my best friend or my worst enemy. And it took me such a long time to figure that out. As I kept living though, I realized how essential it is to get to know yourself. Otherwise, you can be your biggest obstacle your entire life. And life is already challenging enough. Why would you get in your own way? Some of us are never truly happy and we don't even know why. And I see it all the time with my coaching clients, with my students, with just friends that I talk to. We're living other people's lives. So many of us are living other people's expectations, whether it's society, whether it's our parents. And the truth is that nobody taught us to look inside. For me, it's unacceptable and unbearable that some people go through life never really asking themselves who they are and what they want. I mean, this is life, and I'm not saying it in this corny or cliche way. This is literally a piece of time from when we're born until we die, and what we do in between is all we have control over. How can we not take advantage of it as much as possible? So I've realized, and I truly believe, that everything begins with the self. I believe that the self is a masterpiece that has to both be discovered and created simultaneously. It's such a beautiful process. There is an essence to you that you are born with. And then there's the aspects of you that have been developed and that will continue to develop over time. It is your job to discover that essence and at the same time understand how everything you do, the people you hang out with, the thoughts that you have, the events you go to, continue to shape you and develop you in a certain direction. You have to take full responsibility for that. And I want you to learn about all of these things so you can actually enjoy life consciously and not just exist and be a victim of it. We live in a world of almost infinite possibilities and so much FOMO because we don't know ourselves enough to decide. Call me idealistic, but I dream of a society and a culture where we're free to be ourselves authentically, whatever that means for you, and where we connect with others from that place of being truly ourselves. And not in a society filled with expectations and shoulds of other people's values. And the truth is that we don't have enough spaces to talk about and explore all these different topics. So why me, and why did I create the Self Club? Well, the truth is, guys, I breathe this stuff. I've been analyzing and studying myself since I'm like 9 years old. There's evidence. And because of my journey, I've been also studying the self, and that includes emotional intelligence, leadership, coaching, psychology, neurolinguistic programming, and all of the stuff that could shed some light on what this whole thing called life is and how we deal with it. I thrive off of deep, meaningful conversations, and I've had so many people tell me, I don't have anybody else to talk about this with, and I'm like, what? So basically the Self Club is a space to explore and discover yourself and what it means to be you, authentic and free, and how to bring that out into the world, into your relationships, into your career, into anything that you do. We give you the tools, the knowledge, the real life experiences, and the community to make all that happen. To truly know what it means to live, you have to turn off the autopilot and wake up. So come dive in with us. Don't be scared to ask yourself who you are and what you want, because that is exactly what the world needs.